A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sanchari Chaudhary again, reporting live from the IHM Bangalore Career Studio. This afternoon, I have the privilege of having with me Mr. Sumit Kumar, General Manager, Hyatt Pune. A very dedicated, pleasant, and a very dynamic leader. Sumit, a huge welcome to you today. And I really hope that you're keeping safe and healthy and, of course, very well. Welcome, Sumit.
Thank you, Sanchari. That was a great welcome. And I love the energy that you always have.
Thank you so much, Sumit. I also like to, in fact, say to all our audience today watching us that it's a very happy moment for me indeed. Since we started our careers together almost 2 decades back with Amar Vilas,
right.
Agra, Oberoi.
2001, that's right.
That's right, 2001. And here we are, Sumit. Here we are. So tell us about your journey, Sumit. How has it been for you?
I started my career with Oberoi Hotels in the year 1999 after straight graduating from my hotel school. After doing 1 year at the Trident in Jaipur, I was promoted and transferred to open Amar Vilas in Agra. What a wonderful hotel, Sanchari.
Absolutely, yes.
You have a great witness to that. So having done that for a good 2.5 years, then I moved for a very short stint to Marriott Hotel in Mumbai. And further from there, I moved abroad. I got an opportunity to work at another pre-opening hotel as assistant restaurant manager called the Candid in Muscat. Again, beautiful resort right in the middle of the city. And having done that for a year in 2003, my journey with Hyatt started. As a restaurant manager in Grand Hyatt Dubai, where I managed various restaurants. And after that, got promoted and transferred to Grand Hyatt Muscat in Oman again. But this time with the Grand Hyatt, which was always a dream, hotel when I was working at a different brand in Muscat.
Right.
Again, bustling food and beverage operations, nightclub, lounges, multiple restaurants. So great exposure to food and beverage, both in Dubai and in Muscat. Did that for 2 years and then was transferred as F&B director to Park Hyatt in Goa, where again I worked for 2.5 years. And yet again, pre-opening experience, but this time as a general manager, not only to open a hotel, but actually to launch a brand of Hyatt called Hyatt Place in India, which also happens to be the first Hyatt Place outside the United States, in a remote location where the closest coffee cafe day or a Starbucks was 6 hours away. But an interesting assignment where it was launching of a brand, starting from scratch, finding team members, getting them aligned to our purpose and values. But great journey. I had a fabulous team which helped me launch the brand and the hotel. Did that for 2 years, and yet again pre-opening experience, moved to Gurgaon this time to open another Hyatt Place hotel. Was there for 2 years, launched that hotel as well in Udyog Vihar. And here I am from past 3.5 years now at Hyatt Pune, an amazing hotel and a great journey of Hyatt so far.
Wonderful. Sumit, so, you have been an audience to so many pre-opening properties yourself. And, as a pre-opening, you can say team lead, as a general manager, how does it make you different from maybe somebody getting promoted as a general manager? I always thought I'll ask you this question.
As a pre-opening general manager, I think you have a great advantage where you could handpick your team, set up from scratch, get like-minded, who understands the brand very well, and set up your leadership team and transmit the vision in a more appropriate manner. However, in the running hotel, it's slightly different. But I'm very proud to say that my pre-opening team leadership teams, both from Hampi and Gurgaon days, quite a lot of them have already a general manager in different hotels and with Hyatt as well. So it is a great responsibility that you get, that you handpick people and nurture them, coach, guide them so that they go up and reach their own destinations, and professionally be very successful. And I've seen that most of the team that I've worked with in the past
Yes.
have been doing extremely well wherever they are.
That's lovely. I have to ask you this as well. In your quite a long career path till now and so successful, as a young, you can say as a young leader, as a very dynamic leader and general manager, how have you been able to, handle a very young leadership team as well?
Uh, like I said, it is important to align the vision. We all of us are working towards one goal, and if the team understands what is that one goal, it just becomes so much more easier for you. So regardless whether you have a young team or a more experienced team, it is imperative that we share the vision very transparently with everybody. And if everybody understands what is the big purpose that we have here, it just becomes so much more easier. So I think communication is a great key. Being transparent, being honest to what your thoughts are, building their thoughts and reaching the destination together is something that we all should be all aligned to.
Lovely. Sumit, any such experience in your life which has actually, changed your life, your thought process, and made you maybe stronger and better human being?
Yeah, I mean, in our life, we find it difficult to accept change. We like to be in our comfortable zone. We like to continue to do what we have been doing. And when you're put into a situation which is not very comfortable to you, that's when you start being more innovative, I would rather say that. So I think it's more positive. It's more of the fact that if you are able to understand what the change is, and if you're able to contribute so that at the end of the tunnel, when you come out, you are a much better person, much more informed professionals. So I've had a couple of instances in my life where we are put into a challenging situation. One we are going through right now, but I think it's only going to make us bit more informed, bit more intelligent, bit more a greater decision maker, because we will have done all this and gone through and surpassed the situation that we are in right now.
Correct. You have been associated with IHM as a support team. You can say you have patronized us for a very long time. And I remember, during my stint at Hyderabad, you were there, you met the students. It has been very rewarding, and so in Pune as well. So, having known us for so long, how do you think we are different, if at all we are different?
No, I definitely want to answer this very honestly. So I think almost 3 years back, my HR manager and I was invited by Rupinder to go to the campus here in Pune. And when I entered the campus here, I see a nice big flex right at the address where it reads, "Don't feel shy, say hi."
Yes.
And I connected to that thought instantly, thinking the fact that maybe this is something that we're missing at the moment in colleges, where they do train a lot of, faculties do train a lot of divisional courses. However, it's important to break the shell that probably students come inside, or the mindset that they come inside and join hotel schools. And it's important that we let them be themselves. We open them up. And I think Dr. Bose, you, Rupinder, Abdullah, the people that I've known, all of you do an incredibly good job to let the student, be themselves and, understand their dreams and which department they like to work. Having said that, I also feel one of the greatest things that all of you successfully do is to bring them close to reality. Sessions like this, continuous sessions like this, keeping them engaged during this difficult time as well. Plus, you do sessions like, Young Chefs Olympiad.
Yes.
Couple of days back, had a quick glimpse of alumni
The global
e-conference.
meet. That's
Yeah,
right. Yes.
students from all over the world, talking about it. It does boost a lot of positive energy to the existing students.
Correct.
And it's a great thought because these are success stories that we should be talking to the young generation, and they need to be aware about the fact that there is so much to do, and people do go places going from college. So I think IHM does an absolutely incredible job keeping them very close to reality, keeping them close to industry, inviting people to talk to them about it, and great work. And I must add that International Hospitality Day is something that is so well celebrated by IIHM, and appreciating the industry professionals. It's not something that I've heard, seen, or witnessed in any other college doing that. So I think kudos to Dr. Bose and all of you, because this is phenomenal work, not only educating the students, but giving a much more broader picture of hospitality. Good job.
Thank you so much, Sumit. That is such motivating and inspiring words from you. It really makes a lot of difference, especially at this time. And thank you so much for your support all the very time to you. I need to ask you, of course, the lockdown is on, but then you're at office, you've been working. I know that you've been, in fact, living in the hotel as well and doing so much for your team and the guests around. What has been your favorite lockdown moments? I want to know about your hobbies. We want to really know about what have been keeping Sumit Kumar busy at this point of time, apart from operations.
Like all of us, all the general managers at the moment are going through, we have so many stakeholders that we need to take care of, and all eyes on the hotel GMs to make right decisions for every stakeholder. So yeah, I mean, that's a big part of my daily routine to ensure that we are continuously communicating with all the stakeholders, and ensuring that everybody's questions are answered to the best of our ability. And that's a big part of my daily routine. However, it's also exciting that now that you have slightly more time, you engage more with your team electronically, much more than in person. But it is exciting when you interact and engage with them, that they have so much more to add to this situation. And what is phenomenal to feel that they are so supportive to the way we have been progressing day by day, to see how changes are taking place. So staying engaged with the team, listening to them, understanding their professional aspirations as well as personal hobbies have been a big part of my time spent during the day. And I think it is important because it's a very unprecedented time and very uncertain situation that we are in at this stage. Having said that, it's important that we keep them always engaged and keep engaging with them and listening to them, and at the same time making sure that you do your day-to-day activities and complete your tasks, so that when all this gets over, you have to open a hotel with a new normal. So spending time on ensuring that that work at the same time is continuously going. So I think between these two tasks are most of the time spent.
Lovely. Very nice. Sumit, finally, I know that, we have so many things to talk about and so many things we have to learn and, of course, get inspired from you. But then definitely the time says tick tock, tick tock. So I have definitely a very important, thing to ask you for. And that is, of course, your message to all our IHM family members, our students, and all the new students who are wanting to basically go ahead and aspire being a hospitality professional, Sumit.
Well, I think before they wanted to join hospitality and during their courses, all of you are great mentors and giving them a lot of thoughts and visions about how everything is going to unfold when they graduate. So I probably would like to give a slightly different message at this stage, considering the situation that we are in. And that's the message that probably I'm also sharing with my team in the hotel, and We have been successfully able to implement. It's called the 3A philosophy, you know. And the first A stands for, at this time, it is important to appreciate, you know, whatever is happening around, whosoever are the people that is coming, crossing your path. And if you have find an opportunity to appreciate them for whatever they are doing, it makes a lot of difference. So indeed, regardless of which city you are in, which semester do you study, wherever you get an opportunity, just make sure that you appreciate people around you. I mean, small thing like appreciating your mom because, you know, she must be really at home, feeding you your best cuisine. And anybody and everybody who's impacting you in a positive manner, please go ahead and keep appreciating them. Second A stands for assist. Very important that if we are healthy, we should just live not only for ourselves, try to see if we can assist in any manner, in any form, you know. And when I use the word assist, I mean in any possible way, whatever you could. So
Right.
keep assisting people around you because that is something that people will remember for a long time, that you assisted them when they were in need. And last A stands for add value. And this is more selfish, you know, it is more selfish to yourself. I think we always complain about that we don't have enough time. And God has given us way too much of time now. And it's important that we make the right use of this time and add value to yourself. Read a book that you couldn't read for a very long time. Then phenomenal webinars that's getting published these days, enroll on them and attend
Yes.
them. The industry itself is going to change in a very big way. So it's important that even as a student, you can participate to understand what and how this is going to change. You probably will be able to answer some questions in the interview slightly better than somebody else. So be selfish at this stage, add value to yourself, learn one or two new things, gain more knowledge, and become a slightly better person and a slightly better professional.
Wow. That's indeed inspiring again, Sumit. And I'm very certain that all our students here and all the team members, in fact, has taken a lot from this beautiful conversation. And there's so much to learn. There's so much to see. And what can be better rather than, having a hospitality leader in our company. And thank you so much, Sumit, for taking up this very precious time today to speak to me, to speak to all of us, in fact. And of course, for such happy times together, wishing you a very, very best. And I really hope that all of us, emerge strong people, more stronger, more passionate for our work and definitely for the industry that we're living in, which is hospitality, the most beautiful industry ever. So thank you for being here today in the IHM Career Studio, Bangalore Career Studio, and see you again in person, Sumit.
Thank you, Sanchari, and thank you for having me, and keep up the great work that you do. All the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sumit. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Live has been stopped, ma'am. We can stop.
Thank you. Sumit, that was amazing. Thank you.
I hope
great message.
I lived up to your expectations of
much more, as always. It was fantastic. How did it go, Shiva? Streaming?
It went very well. Streaming is very well, ma'am. And the points noted, gave by Sumit sir actually very good. Actually, everyone is speaking about them now in comments and everywhere. The 3A philosophy and everything.
Thank you so much. In fact, Rahul also had some other questions, and I will in fact put it across to you, in separately, Sumit. And whatever you will be telling me, I will in fact go ahead and, put across those answers to Rahul for him.